Okay, now I got you a little bit of a different type of video. I mean, I'm gonna be explaining the different scenarios and just giving y'all tips on how to actually improve y'all neutral. First things first, like I said, I also made a video on fundamentals, last video. Make sure I go check that out. I probably put it on my cards. But fundamentals, it basically plays a big part. It plays a big part in terms of just neutral. You need to know what pokes is. You need to know where your option select is, the different options. You need to know your wake ups, which is also reversals and option select. You need to know your, you know, the chances that you get to actually do damage or just poke somebody out. So for example, right, I'm gonna put an example on the screen, not on the screen, but I'm gonna put an example right now. The main problem that a lot of people don't really know about neutral is just having different selections, right? So let me change characters. Let's go to like JP, right? And I'm gonna explain this with JP because even though Cammy do win the JP matchup, it is very difficult for Cammy to actually get in, even though she won the matchup. Because like I've been saying for the longest time, it feels like you're playing somebody else's game until you get in, and until you get in, it's literally just that. It's just the end of that. It's absolutely just the end of that. So let's say for JP, for example, right? Now JP has a crazy zoning game, He's able to actually command grab you. He's able to just throw fireballs at you. He's able to teleport. I'll throw fireballs. Nope. I gotta tap it. But he's able to throw fireballs at you, high, low, mid, which is very weird, right? It's very, very weird, very different, right? Now, when it comes to playing neutral, 9 out of 10 you're going to be starting at this zone. This zone, in my opinion, is called zone 2. Now with zone 2, there's not really much things I can do to throw out, right? Not really much things I can do, nor JP, unless it's like a fireball, right? So this is on my normal buttons. Let me restart this on my normal buttons. We are in zone 2. It is very difficult to actually get the hit. Now in zone 1, which is basically like right here, maybe I'll move up the bot just a little bit. This is the position that a lot of people will be playing neutral in. But in order to get to that position, a lot of people will be pressing certain buttons, like JP. Now that's JP saying you with the pimp kick, right? He hit you with the kick, and that's forcing you to not actually poke in. Now that's where whip punish should come into play. When a certain character is doing certain things, right? Let's try that. Let's have him doing that. And you're playing neutral. The whole point of neutral is, one, you're not really blocking, but I do recommend y'all to do movements like this. I'm actually starting to do more movements like this, and that's to actually, when I'm walking back and or walking forward, I could block just in case they hit me with a weird low, because lows in this game go pretty far. Sweeps is actually good in this game. So right, as I'm learning more to actually go into this, which is like different movements, and if y'all do want tips about movements and stuff and just not trying to get input errors, let me know. But when the bot is moving, right, let's say I'm walking, right, and he swing at me, right, walk forward, I'm able, you see that? Now with him being, what is he, let's look at the exact frame. He's actually +2 in this. A lot of things in terms of neutral, you have to know certain matches and certain matchup knowledge, because if you don't know, then it's basically wraps for you, you know. So let's say he kicked me, right? He kicked me and I step out of the range and I whip punish him. That's a fundamental I need to know. Some moves is not really punishable in terms of just, you know, how would I explain this? Some moves is not really punishable on frames, depending on where you're at. So for example, right, if I hit this, right, and he blocks it, if it's not block order, why he not blocking? But if I hit that, I'm actually -4. He could press a button. He could press probably a jab, which is fastest jab. He either press a jab, he can kick, he could do a lot of things. He have a lot of option select, right? So like I said, neutral, everything, all the fundamentals that I mentioned in last video literally plays a part in just neutral as a whole. So if he's kicking, oh, wrong button. If he's kicking, I'm with it, whip punish, right? Now if I land and he do like a let's say a option select, which is, let's get him to do this, right? Let's get him to wake up, and then when he wake up, I'm gonna get him to do the I'm pretty sure this is the parry, right? Oh, that's not the parry. One of these, this is the parry. All right, so let's say I hit him down, right? Yo, what a block off at? Let's say I hit him down, right? And I dash up and dash back. You see he's using his option select. That's the parry that if I hit the parry, yes, I have other options, but if I hit the parry, you know, I'm basically done. He could just walk up, and just grab me. Like, you have to bait out certain things. Baiting out, shimmying, that is a form of shimmying. Just literally moving forward, moving back, and then causing him to actually implement a move that he wasn't, you know, thinking to miss, but it actually whips and miss. Now, another thing, like I said, is your pokes. You need to start learning what moves is cancelable and what moves is not. Also, we'll be making a guide on how to learn your character as fast as possible, but you have to understand your pokes. What pokes is at certain distances. Now, what things is cancelable? For example, my crouch medium is cancelable. My crouch, I think this is fierce. I'm not sure with the new Street Fighter term, because, you know, I just use this as crouch heavy, and Dragon Ball term, this is 2H in my opinion. But this is a crouch, a strong crouch strong. Is that what it is? Crouch fierce. I think this is fierce, but whatever, bruh. But crouch heavy punch into crouch medium punch, I'm able to cancel. I can't cancel this. I can hit moves into it, but I cannot cancel it. I can't, even if I get a counter hit, I can't cancel this into special moves or nothing. I have to throw out another move to actually combo into it. Now, with reading frames, as long as your move or your frames is in a certain particular bracket, for example, right, this is +8. Now, with this being +8, I can't throw out this, right, because the starter frames is 11. But I could throw out this because it's +8. You see that? You see that? I can't throw out this because it's 10 frame startup, but I could throw out a heavy. You know, I could just throw out a heavy, which is, you have to also learn that too. You have to learn that. There's certain things to actually learn in neutral, but in neutral, this is what I recommend in neutral, and this is what I've been learning a lot in neutral. Is depending on if you're playing rank, not understand if you're playing rank or just the first to 2 or just the first to 3, or even if it's like King of the Ring. What I do is off reasoning, and that's because I've been playing team games, team fighting games. Usually, like I said, I've been playing fighters. I just super jump and just get up out the situation. But in terms of just learning neutral, I just give it a second, right? As soon as the round stay ready, or just round 1 start, fight, whatever, we are not in the range for you to be throwing out buttons automatically. A lot of people do drive rush fast, which you can check depending on your reaction, but most of the people would just throw out something random. Now, if I'm starting off and a JP just throw out a fireball, right? Let's get him to do it. What's the fireball? Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's say JP throw out a fireball, right? Off round start, right? For whatever reason, the moment he throw it out, bro, I'm ready, bro. The moment he throw it out, I back up. The moment he throw it out, they actually have to choose the right, you know, the right option against Cammy round start, because if you don't, then you're just getting smoked. But like I said, there's certain things that you have to actually learn in terms of fundamentals, and just apply it based off your opponent. For example, if your opponent is falling for every single shimmy, punish him, right? If your opponent is falling for the throws and they're very scared, oh, sorry, step back, shimmy them again, right? If your opponent is very scared and don't know what to do, jump over them cross up, right? I could do a better cross up. Jump better cross up, right? If your opponent don't know what to do in terms of your matchup knowledge, and you're able to get your hooligan stuff off, for example, he don't know, like I said, matchup knowledge. If your opponent is mashing off wake up, let's say they're mashing off wake up, right? Let's do that, right? You get a counter hit based on, let me turn off the counter hits. You get a counter hit, boom, right? He mind you, I got him to punch, he do a counter hit. So like I said, you need to understand a lot of things. Meaties, I mentioned that in the fundamental video. I'm mentioning a lot of things in the fundamental video to actually help y'all learn neutral. If y'all do want a more in-depth guide, just let me know down below in the comments. I will be explaining a video. I will actually just grab a gameplay against a high-level player, and then we just decipher neutral. But other than that, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, for doing notification bell to numbers the video. I'm out. Catch you on the next one. Peace.